Hello guys, today we're looking at the SPDR Spider Wave Build-A-Figure Dagger figure. This figure comes with a whopping 1 accessories, and those would be her light daggers, as she is shown holding now. Aside from the very few accessories, the figure is otherwise fairly nice, but overall just a great miss on the part of Hasbro in several regards. First off, I'll open with the figure comes with all the articulation you come to expect with females. You know, your standard ball joint on the elbow, ball jointed shoulder, ball jointed hand, ball jointed head, ball jointed waist, ball jointed hip with swivel thigh, double jointed knee, and then finally rocker ankles. So you have all the articulation that we expect with most feminine characters. And then her one accessory here, once I can get her to stand back up, is just this light dagger, which is a pretty nice accessory and connects to either of her wrists via a small link there, so you can attach it over here, over there. You can really put it however you really want on her. There's a few displaying possibilities, and the one accessory itself is nicely done. And this figure also came included with the SPDR torso piece, which I will post right here. So it probably came with the largest Build-A-Figure piece, which somewhat explains for its lack of overall complexity as a figure, but it's still okay. Onto the figure itself. Take the accessory off so I can better have her here. The figure comes with really clean paint operations, as you can see here. Her little split down her midsection is well done. The paint on her gloves are well done, though the hands are cast in white, as they should be, since, you know, the joint, but you do have this weird white on the back of the hand since the paint is only on the one side here. So that really shouldn't annoy you much, since obviously they did the better approach. I'd rather have white visible on the back rather than flesh tone visible on the front, but it may bug some. But beyond that, though, the figure is very basic. It's the same female body we've seen used many times before with Mockingbird, well, partly used with Mockingbird, and with Black Widow, stuff like that. It's the same female body. You're not really getting anything new with this. You're in for no surprise, at least. Then onto the head. The head is not great for Dagger, honestly. Dagger has really long hair with no curls in it, completely straight. I mean, it could curl possibly in the wind, maybe that's what they're going for here. But this is still somewhat curly hair, and it's not near long enough as really what it should be. Then aside from that, the head sculpt really isn't done all that nicely. It doesn't really scream Dagger to me. It's not really a ubiquitously beautiful person like Dagger really has been displayed in TV shows or whatnot. Well, the new TV show, she's a completely different design, but as you can see here, it's really not that great of a head sculpt. Paint is okay. The lip paint looks kind of wonky, but it's not the best, but it's not bad. Hair's painted well. I think it should be a little bit brighter, but maybe that's just me. Then moving on to my final complaint, which I'm going to have to pop the head off here for you to see. Well, there's that. If you look here, part of Dagger's very minimal design is this little skin opening, I guess, which kind of resembles a sword going down. But as you can notice, this top part here, these little side slashes in the costume, are way higher than they should be. A lot of times in the comics or whatnot, we see them way lower, more near her midsection here, so they should be about way lower. And then when you put the figure's head on, you even can't see them. So I don't know why Hasbro put those up so high. It really is not accurate to any source of medium I can tell. But I digress. I mean, so those are really my two complaints. Outside of that, there's really not much to talk about. It's the same figure, cast in white. Oh, one more thing though. Definitely watch, because I saw 2 of these. Well, I bought 2 cases straight from Hasbro Toy Shop, and I actually returned one of them because the torso section here, like just this part and the upper torso, the legs and arms were both fine, but the torso was extremely yellowed. Like, not extremely, but it was a shade more yellow than the rest of the body. So I don't know what kind of plastic they're using or what kind of curing they're putting on the plastic, but definitely watch out for that, because I know it was a problem with me at least, so I'm not sure if you can clean that off. I just didn't want to deal with it, so I sent it back, and they're sending me a replacement, I believe, or maybe it's out of stock. I don't know. I haven't gotten a response from them. But nonetheless, it's a decent figure. It didn't blow anything out of the water. It did what everybody expected it to do. but did rather poorly at it. And overall, due to the minimal accessories, it would have been really cool to get a whole bunch of Dagger accessories. And the weak paint operations, they had so few in the end, they still did poorly on them. I'm going to give this figure a 6 out of 10. It came, it did stuff, but overall it's just not that great of a figure. There was one neat feature, but it's really not part of this figure, it's really part of Cloak, and I'll get onto that with my next review. So, to see the one little neat feature, which Hasbro has showed off at Toy-Con, so you might actually know it already, but it's a neat thing. I'll get to that in the Cloak review. But if you see this figure and you really want to complete Spider, well, SPDR, I don't know, I'll call it Spider for the sake of convenience, pick it up. But otherwise, I'd say wait on it. Aftermarket prices are high right now, but that's just because nobody's gotten it yet. It's only been released through like pre-orders or whatnot. So I'd say wait. I think Cloak and Dagger are going to be some of the slower ones of the wave. Well, Dagger especially, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'd say wait out. Maybe pick it up later on. But it's definitely a decent figure. It works as a Cloak. It works as a Dagger, sorry. But could have done better. Thanks for watching.